Yo guys, what's going on? Happy Wednesday! It's Richard from Channel 23, ha ha ha. Now I know what you're thinking. You look fucking gorgeous in the sunlight, Richard. You looking great. Yeah, I do. I do. I like this angle. No, but seriously though, you guys are wondering, why do I have a video on a Wednesday? It's not Friday. No movies are coming out yet. At least not right now. Some movies will come out on Wednesday, later in the summer, but not right now. What the fuck are you thinking, Richard? What are you doing? What the hell? You know this video's not gonna get a lot of views. What are you doing? So, I decided, for this summer only, for the earlier subscribers, to go back to my comic book reviewing roots. I reviewed movies more than I reviewed comic books, but I reviewed comic books as well. And so I thought, why not come back to that for the summer, man? Great comic books are probably coming out. So, what you're getting is the first of once-in-a-while episodes of me reviewing comic books. Today I'm going to be reviewing two, but I'm only going to be reviewing one, and the majority of them are going to be Batman. Also, can you guys help me think of a title for these? Because I can't think of one. So in today's episode, I'm going to be talking about issues 1 and 2 of a brand new series from DC Comics Vertigo called American Vampire. Written by creator Scott Snyder, drawn by Raphael blah 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 blah, right there, that name, and also written by Stephen Mo-fucking King, the master of horror. Oh yeah, this is gonna be awesome. So the story is essentially this. It's two different stories, one written by Snyder, one written by King. In Snyder's story, we're following a 1925 silent film actress by the name of Pearl Jones, who is, trying to rise up in the world of Hollywood while at the same time struggling to keep her home and all that stuff. And one day she gets an invitation to a party that's hosted by the producer of the movie she's working on. However, what she doesn't know is that the invitation is actually more like a meal ticket, if you will. I don't know if that word applies here. But she gets attacked by vampires. However, she meets a mysterious stranger after she's rescued and brought to the hospital and is presumed dead and it lays in the morgue. She meets a mysterious stranger by the name of Skinner Sweet, who is also a vampire. But she learns that he is more than a vampire. He's this evolved version of a vampire, and now she is, because there's this weird way of introducing blood in a different part of the body, instead of just getting bit in the neck like traditional. And he kisses, for example, he kisses her in the eye and then blood goes into her tear duct and she becomes this this version of vampire. And so obviously that's all I've gotten through, and that's the first two issues. Now let's find out what King's story is about. Now Stephen King's story follows the mysterious stranger mentioned in in Snyder's story, Skinner Sweet. Skinner Sweet was an outlaw in the 1800s, mainly late 1800s. We start off the story of Skinner Sweet where he's captured by the Pinkerton Agency by Special Agent James Book. And while he's on the train, his cojones, his gang, if you will, is setting up a escape so that they can, get him out. And however, it goes as planned, but he also gets attacked by a vampire and turns into an American vampire. And yeah. There's a lot more in it, but it's really good. Just trust me. Now, for those of you who do not know this, this is literally Stephen King's first time ever in a comic book. I mean, there has been adaptations of his work at Marvel, the Dark Tower series, but this is literally the first time he's ever written a comic book. Not the first time, but this is his first original comic book. Though the creator of it is Scott Snyder, Stephen King initially was really excited about the series and wanted to write about Skinner Sweet. Now, Snyder's story is really good. He definitely, knows, because it's his creation, he knows what he's doing, but honestly, Stephen King of the writers, is the best of the two. He's stretching his legs out and he's telling a really great story, and this Skinner Sweet guy is really vicious. This is not traditional vampire stuff. This isn't the True Bloods or the Twilights. It's not the pretty boy vampires that we see nowadays. It's more the earlier stuff, the dark, scarier vampires. While at the same time, it's a new breed of them, I guess. However, the star of the entire, thing is artist Raphael blah 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 blah. Look at that artwork on this cover. That's Skinner Sweet right there. That's just brilliant. You know, and the cool thing is he does like a different art style for both stories. And that's a lot of work. And he's just showing he's just freaking amazing at what he does. Is my skin changing colors right now? I just noticed that. I'm really into this storyline. I'm really into both storylines. I'm really into this series altogether. Honestly, what brought me into it was the name Stephen King and then original comic book. You know, after I heard those words, I was hooked on wanting to purchase every issue that Stephen King wrote. But what I didn't realize is that right when I bought it, it became much more than just a really cool Stephen King comic book. It became an amazing comic book altogether. It's a great horror story. It's a great look in Americana, and that's another thing that's really great about it. Is it's a vampire story, but it's more of a look at America, if you will, from the 1800s and 1920s, and that's kind of what the series is going to try to do. It's going to go through the different eras of America, and while at the same time putting vampires in it, seeing what happens. And I highly, highly recommend it. I give the series, as of right now, with the 2 issues, 5 out of 5. I can't wait for issue 3, and when I get it, I'll review it for you. That's about it for me, guys. Do everything in the bottom bar. Fan me, follow me, which is Twitter and Facebook, 2 different things. And subscribe to the Screen Team, and stay tuned next Friday for my review of A Nightmare on Elm Street. Let's hope it doesn't suck. See you guys later. Happy Hump Day!